AMD earnings, so important in this age of AI. Is there room to grow? Sure, but is AMD doing it? Welcome to the Drill Down Earnings, a quick look at the latest earnings from AMD. This is the business story behind one stock on the move, that stock being AMD. I'm Futurum Group's chief market strategist, Cory Johnson, and AMD earnings, so important in this age of AI, in particular fourth quarter earnings. And they were really good. Wall Street likes a beat or a miss, and this is a beat barely. Revenues about 1% above estimates, but we want to dig into the business here, not just the miss or the beat. And the business, the actual numbers are really, really good. Sales up 10% year over year to $6.2 billion in the quarter. And gross margins, 51%, flat from last year, but operating income for AMD, $300 million, just $300 million on $6.2 billion in revenues, as I mentioned, but better than the loss, a slight loss from the previous year in the fourth quarter. If we look deeper into the business, beyond those headline numbers, you see some really stunning growth, most importantly in data centers. The data center business, or data center, depending on how you roll, 38% up year over year. Client revenue, that's PCs, at $1.5 billion, up 62%. But data centers really driving this business. The personal computer business, the client revenue business, fantastic at 62%. And the AMD Ryzen 8040 chips are just hot. Those are the chips going to personal computers. I say they're hot. They're cool. That's the advantage. They don't need as much electricity usage because the chip runs at a cooler temperature. So important. But these Ryzen chips so hot in the PC business, I think suggesting we're going to get into a whole new world of PCs. But Futurum Group's Daniel Newman talking to AMD CEO Lisa Su, and surely among the topics to dig into the performance of products like AMD's Instinct MI 300X. Man, that's what's being used in data centers, from Microsoft to Meta to Oracle. Now, 3 months ago, CEO Lisa Su told us that the MI 300 chips would have about a $2 billion sales in the quarter, in the next quarter, the quarter that we're in right now, here at the end of January. Well, in a conference call, she said AI is driving sales so much, forget the $2 billion, it's going to be $3.5 billion. You think that would send the numbers through the roof with the trading of the stock? I mean, a 75% increase in guidance. So what did the stock do? Look at the charts. It was down. Go figure. Wall Street hoping for even more. So excited, kind of ignoring a great guide up, with the stock up to, down 6%, even when the guidance went up 75% for sales of that product in the quarter. Nonetheless, for the year, great move for this company. 128% increase in the stock. Just a shockingly great year for them. Just this year alone, already up 17%. Mind you, down 6% after trading. I think the big question hanging over the company right now is whether AMD can start to steal some share from NVIDIA, and whether the data center graphic processor units, the GPU business, can be better for AMD, even better, stealing from NVIDIA, which is also going great guns. Is there room to grow? Sure, but is AMD doing it? Here's AMD's Lisa Su.
I would say a couple things. First of all, we're really pleased with the progress that we've made in our data center GPU business. I think the ramp that we've seen, the customer traction that we've seen, even in the last few months, I think has been great. And that gives us a lot of confidence in the ramp of this business. I think the beauty of the AI market here is it's growing so quickly that I think we have both the market dynamic as well as our ability to gain share in that framework. The point I will make is, our customer engagements right now are all quite strategic. Dozens of customers with multi-generational conversations. So as excited as we are about the ramp of MI300, and frankly, there's a lot to do in 2024, we're also very excited about the opportunities to extend that into the next couple of years, out into that 25, 26, 27 timeframe. So I think we see a lot of growth. I think it's a little early to make market share projections, but I would say it's a significant growth driver given the market demand as well as our own product capabilities.
So I'm going to call that hopeful. Confident? Yeah, probably confident too. All right, but what does it all mean? The big drill down earnings takeaway and the drill down earnings bite? We've got both those things right after this.
Is brought to you by the Futurum Group, where analysts, researchers, advisors, content creators, and marketing experts help business leaders anticipate and understand shifts in their industries and build strategies to leverage disruptive innovation. With deep analysis, Futurum Group's extensive industry experience delivers reliable research and data, thought leadership, and actionable advice to help you with your strategy and go-to-market efforts. Futurum Group.
All right, here's your drill down earnings takeaway about AMD's last quarter of last year's calendar year. A strong quarter, sales up 10% year over year to $6.2 billion. Gross margins 51%, great. Operating income, $300 million, better than the loss of the previous year. But fantastic growth driven by AI in the data center, up 38% year over year, and guiding towards a fantastic first quarter of 2024, raising the guidance by 75%. So what if the stock's down? Fantastic numbers from AMD. I promised you one number that tells us a whole lot, the drill down earnings bite. That number, $200 million. AMD sold $200 million less of their gaming chips than it did in the previous year's fourth quarter. It blamed customer inventory of those chips over-ordering post-pandemic, and their dominant chip of recent years about to be replaced by the new Radeon RX 7800 XT. And that means that the current chip's not selling quite as well, $200 million less. There's your drill down bite. Thank you for listening to the drill down earnings about AMD. I'm Cory Johnson, the drill down earnings, part of the 6.5 Media Group.